Hey, I promised to review rap from exotic countries, so today we are in United Kingdom and we have an artist called Skepta and the album title is Ignorance is Bliss. Yes, it's a bit of parody of American and British reviewers who listen to Polish rap, but here we may actually have a point. I see UK hip-hop is listed as some genre and a lot of people talk about it as some different thing. It's kind of like Christian rock, you know, it's just not in the same category as normal rock. So I know a lot of people feel the same way about UK hip-hop. But I have to admit that I was kind of raised with this type of music. In the 90s, you know, we had Massive Attack, Tricky, US3, the band that helped skyrocket Ninja Tune actually in the early 90s. Then you had Archive, you had Roots Manuva, you had Lighter the Streets. I'm quite immune to British style of rapping. I think it's quite sparse so they can fit in their accent. But as for Skepta, I have to say I haven't heard him because, I mean, I've heard about him, but I had a longer break generally from newer music until I started doing these YouTube things. And well, I'm catching up right now. So I listened to his previous album, Konnichiwa, and now I'm going to listen to this one, and then we will talk.
Like a bullet from a gun, it burns. When you realize she was never your girl, it was just your turn. You gotta face your demons, don't matter how much money you earn. Your nigga said 4L, but the shit got real and he weren't concerned. The same old story, the world spins round and round, fam, lessons have to get learned. Truth has to be told. I don't bend, I don't fold. I lost count how many we sold. I went silver, I went gold.
Nursing still in my jeans. When I fell asleep, I was still in my jeans. Then I had a one girl that keep me clean. She wanna eat man like Eddie, I mean. What do you mean? I come for the cream. I made some mistakes that I got redeem. You put me in position I don't wanna be in. We all made mistakes, I'm a human being. North Korean, Kim Young-un when I spray the machine. You're on the other side if you ain't on my team. But you better not kill the groove. Hey, it's murder on the dance floor.
Pure water and lots of ice. She knows that I be the boss of life. Pure water and lots of ice. She knows that I be the boss of life. Pure water and lots of ice. She knows that I be the boss of life. City on lock for the left to the right. Bear girls, how am I meant to decide? She weren't feeling the old me. I bet she's feeling my new shit. I told her we gotta keep it true. Told her we gotta move as a
I checked on Reddit, British people seem very proud of their guy, and I also heard that he became a chief in Nigeria because he's of Nigerian origins, so what can I say, Queen Elizabeth has competition. The first thing I like in it is the production, light synths that carry over from track to track, and I noticed that people said that it's supposed to be popular on the American market. That's why you had some melodies like the one with what was this guy's name? Sorry, the second track, Nave Smalls. Yeah, I think this is like singing American style, but still some parts are like pure grime, which are of course the best parts of this album. You know, grime is an interesting thing because it's a very British thing. They also have a very large tradition in electronic music since the BBC workshops in the 60s, through all this rave scene, to Burial, to like this atmospheric drum and bass. So grime is like a combination of hip-hop with these electronic genres, which makes it sound very unique. So of course some of these songs hit your ear a bit more, a bit less. Speak of hitting, I think this Ike Turner reference was a bit redundant, like seriously. It's like quite juvenile. I mean, when I was a child and I was listening to rap, I mean, saying something like this was something this edgy would be cool, you know, this like passing some taboo, but I think grown people don't have to do this anymore. I mean, that's at least my impression. Actually, I think his rapping was better on Konnichiwa. That previous album was generally more precise, I would say. I think that album was like more calculated and to hit the correct key at the correct time. This one is more loose, and it's something that I would play, for example, when I'm sitting in a half dark room at 4 a.m. when everybody is already like passing out or like I don't know, trying to fall asleep. But some conversations are still going. So this is a quite chill album. And the most British thing about this album was putting Sophie Ellis-Bextor into this. I think he can top it only if he adds Human League on the next release. So yeah, my favorite tracks are What Do You Mean with Jay Huss and Pure Water, the closer. Also, I'm not really feeling the lyrics. I prefer the ones from Konnichiwa more. Well, the rating is difficult because, for example, I listened lately to Injury Reserve. It's something that gets a lot of hype, and I can't say that I really liked it that much, despite they did a lot of things right. But I couldn't help the feeling that it was something for the indie rock fans. Hard to describe, it just gives a different vibe, you know. I mean, both are hip-hop, but for completely different audiences, that was my impression. So, despite I don't think his rapping is really top-notch here, I really don't think the lyrics are super smart. Production's pretty good. Sometimes these feats are questionable. Well, not all tracks, of course, are equally strong, but there are some strong ones. But I still like it, you know. I don't even like it less than Konnichiwa, I just like it different. Probably the correct rate would be 6.5 for this, but I mean, I'm reviewing here only things that I like, because this is my channel, I can do whatever I want. So I'm going to give it a right. So I'll see you next time in the next video, and take care!